instead of wild. Put your sack on the track, ho. wild, it's been a while. Put your sack on the track, ho.
junkers.
Acting funny, like it's some kind of game. Stain it up, sir, in front of my name. I keep my head up, keep getting better. Dope as rap god, I'm going platinum again. You acting funny, like it's some kind of game. Slate it up, sir, in front of my name. Dominating your domicile, in and out just like a robbery. Call the cops now.
Well, welcome everybody to Let the Record Spin, episode number 3.
Oh, you tiki now? Go ahead, light your torch.
Hip Hop Radio Underground Show.
Let go. Sit back, relax, don't go act a fool. We gon' puff some weed and
keep on acting cool. I'm on that chill shit. Always keeping it real shit. The vibes going up like the smoke in the room, cuz
This that hip hop radar underground show. This that hip hop radar underground show.
yeah.
Yo, SGR crew, what is good? Big salute to you. Welcome back to Hip Hop Radar Underground. I am Sack Juggalo, and today we got a special VIP on the motherfucking deck, man. We got Wrekonize from Mayday. Yes, formerly signed to Strange Music, and I couldn't be more happy about today. Now, Wrek did get held up at a concert or a gathering or a little venue, right? He said he'll be here about 5:30 our time, 8:30 his time. So give me about another 10-15 minutes. Wrek should be here, and in the meantime, man, we can get into some music, a little bullshit, and you know how we do. I got some weed today. Shout out to my homeboy Chris. I went and recycled some motherfucking plastic bottles today and got myself some weed. How pathetic does that sound? I had to go recycle some shit to go get some weed, dude. That's what's up. But we got weed, we got the bills paid, and all the good shit's done. So, how are y'all doing this Saturday evening? I hope everybody's doing well. Let's see. My mom went to the food bank today, got 2 big-ass ribeye steaks. Dude, the motherfuckers is as big as your head. Like, boop. Like, oh my God, bro. I got one defrosting ready for tomorrow barbecue status. Yeah, because, you got to get a barbecue. It was real fucking nice today. It was like 70. It had to have been close to it at least. What does it say? 67 is right now. Well, it was hot. Like, I had to turn the air conditioner on a little bit. Can't hate the hustle. That's a fact. That's a fact. I said, hey, brother, no worries, man. I'll keep them entertained till we get there, man. Just take your time, get home safely, type shit. So, sunny but cold. Yeah, see, I got up this morning, I put a jacket on, and I almost immediately took that motherfucker off. I was like, oh, it's hot as fuck. Let me cruise around with the truck with the windows down. But then it was still too hot, and I was like, fuck this, I had to take the jacket off. It was too hot. It was even too hot for, like, the basketball pants, like warm-up pants I was wearing today. And I was like, dying, bro. Dying. See, that thing about California summer, dude, you don't wear no motherfucking... I know, it's only 2 seasons. It's either really cold or really hot. But, dude, slides all year. Toes hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Usually in some shorts. But, yeah, I'm in shorts now. It'd be kind of chilly. Yeah, you further up north, though. You further up north, Gary. That makes sense, though. If you were to tell me that shit, and you were down like in San Diego, I'd be like, what? I was like, are you from the equator? Because that shit be hot down there. Ooh, I would not want to live by no equator. That's a fact. Caitlin said, I'll be walking. Fuck that. Y'all want to listen to some Wrekonize music? I got Mayday and I got Wrekonize here. The Reckoning out now. Oh shit, okay. Let's see what this is. Stop giving me advice, freestyle. It says it's locked. Why is it locked? Oh, this is Patreon. It's locked. It's locked, y'all. Y'all can't have that. Sorry. I apologize. Hold on, let me see. Oh shit. Locksmith and Wrekonize? This shit gonna be crazy. Oh shit. Okay. We're gonna play it on the Spotify. The Spotify. We're gonna play it on the Spotify, guys. Why does Spotify always take forever, bro? That shit take forever. Yeah. Sins of the Father. I don't know if I heard this one or not. This came out last year. This is Locksmith and Wrekonize. Let's go. Got to turn them headphones up. Toes out, be like, yeah. Caitlin.
You're walking in a world where the weapons are harder. Everything's for sale, you can borrow or barter. It's execution style, green mile for your martyrs. We're paying for the sins of the fathers, the sins of the fathers.
I can remember the minutes when I was too timid to deal with my lower self. I was so deep in depression and seeking protection to heal. Cause someone help, spiraling out of control, hard to console, facing my mother's health. Cherish the day with my father, only inspired.
I just remembered something. I got a thing in my email the other day. It says Locksmith's coming to Sacramento. I was like, oh shit, that sounds fire. Like in April or something like that. And he's going to be with Chris Calico and Vin J. Tell me that wouldn't be a dope ass show, and meet and greets are only $80. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy. And you get to meet all of them for $80, not just one of them.
Me now to work harder. I wasn't brought up to run from my demons. I was a product of constantly dreaming. I wasn't caught up in coddling caution. I cobbled a bridge and built a demeanor. I took the road that was seldomly traveled. Some of my people got murdered like cattle. Some of my people ain't even my people. They evil. They eat you alive if they had to. Smile in your face and what have you. Half dead by the waist on the path to total destruction through vocal seduction. They bring you in closer and grab you. It wasn't the drinking. It wasn't the drugs. It was the women inside of the clubs. It was the constant pursuit of the fame. Flaming the fire required. Don't judge. I was addicted to getting attention. I was conflicted, I need intervention. I had a girl by my side, was willing to ride. I left her, I thought I was simping. Life is a lesson, you live and you learn. You eat what you catch and you get what you earn. Walk through the fire and risk getting burned. You either accept it or live in the
You're
earn.
walking in a world where the weapons are harder. Everything's for sale, you can borrow or barter. It's execution style, green mile for your martyrs. We're paying for the sins of the fathers, the sins of the fathers. We're paying for the sins of the fathers. Get no change back, it's the strangers of ours. We walk around the planet trying to pack up the coffers. We're paying for the sins of the fathers, the sins of the fathers.
Praying to someone above, but somehow I'm down on my knees and feeling that I was just falling in love with knocking the gloves and boxing these demons. All for unpopular reasons. I couldn't just drop all the scheming. See, Benny was stomping the seed and trudging these kicks through apocalypse season. Feel me, my venom is freezing. Hardy it seems, I'm partying cheese and sipping Bacardi and Molly the Beebness. Pardon me, please, do you not see I'm bleeding? These family trees got rotten seeds in the soil now. A lot of bad apples we can boil down. If you wanna dive into the royal grounds, I'm king of my Frank Castle. Punishing bitches who I get the business, I'm sick and I can't hassle. My sins are delicious.
Frank Castle, who was that?
Slim satchel. Can't carry divisions, I'm fixing to live with, I'm permanent that asshole. See my skeletons mad agilely casual. I try to see peace, try to retreat, staying positive to proof. I probably retreat 20-piece treaties, go out talking.
He's the Punisher, that's
Then
right.
the heat speaks when I see me covered in a simple truth.
That was a
The
bar.
world just eats beef with no sweet peace, they just wanna get to shoot. I'm trying to break all these chains off, repeating these patterns played out.
We'll have to ask him. We'll have to ask him, Gary.
Parties believing in safe routes. I just been leaning on late laws.
He should be here very soon, though.
Not commit sins on my name, stop. It's just too late to go change
You're
now.
walking in a world where the weapons are harder. Everything's for sale, you can borrow or barter. It's execution style, green mile for your martyrs. We're paying for the sins of the fathers, the sins of the fathers. We're paying for the sins of the fathers. Get no change back, it's the strangers of ours. We walk around the planet trying to pack up the coffers.
Yo, Mr. Believer's in the building. Big salute, homie. Good to see you, man. Let me get you that blue suit, my guy. Mr. Believer's now official. SGR crew. Motherfucking Rich Gang. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Yeah, right there. Locksmith Wrekonize. Sins of the Father. That's fire. Yeah, we're just waiting on Rec to get back from a show. He's at a venue, so we were just going through some music right quick, and just trying to wait for my guy to get here. Let's see here. What's next? Let's go to YouTube so we can watch a video. How does that sound? I know you guys want to watch a video. The Sins of the Father, though, that shit'll go hard, man. That shit went hard. I like that. I like that. I like that. I'm going to follow a million people on Twitter, he says. Hey, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we're going to play this Ain't Backing Down. This joint right here is fucking crazy.
It's a beautiful day, I let the sun in. I can feel the heat around me, everything is humming. Then I notice you can never stop your mouth from running. So I figured I should slow it down and tell you something. Look, I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. It won't be that type of show. I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. That won't be the way it go. No, I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. You know.
Don't forget the link trees are in the description for both Wrekonize and Mayday. So make sure you smash those, okay, guys? That machete dude is, man, he gets me every time, bro. Is that like Rex Dad or something? Look, you scary.
You've been sitting quiet while you lying. Everything about you was false, no multiple choice. But I guess that's only right when Dolomite ain't really got much of a voice. Shit talk on the line, and in reality you back on the pole like a lineman. What a shock, you was vibing, then you hated and basically flipped on a diamond. I'm no bullshitter quitter, I'm a man that follows through. Part-time role model, true. Everything that apostles do. I know you got into the bottle too. Bipolar, it's obvious news. I don't know many things in this life, but I know that your mama should have swallowed you. It's a beautiful day, I let the sun in. I can feel the heat around me, everything is humming. Then I notice you can never stop your mouth from running. So I figured I should slow it down and tell you something. Look, I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. It won't be that type of show. I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. That won't be the way it go. No, I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. You know where to find me though. So I ain't backing down.
Whoever did the edits on this video is fire.
Down. Come and find me, we can throw. Cause I ain't backing down.
Oh, my dad filmed it. Directed and edited by Dad filmed it. Shout out to Dad.
Think twice now, homie, cause this ground is holy. Don't step out, it's lonely.
Like, I don't really understand why you snapping like a rubber band. I kept giving you another chance, let you grab a hold the upper hand. You kept throwing me to trouble, man. I can't trust you on the motherland, acting like a motherfucker, man. What's your problem? Why you chucking sand? I just wanna kick it on the beach with the fam, make a few grands, get a lick like bam. Love this life and I will not stand for the bitch type moves. I will get those bam. Keeping wild till you get this brand.
Nice
Demon child, yeah, the kid's quite damn. Speaking foul, gonna get you hanged if you don't disband. I'ma get you canned. Damn. Beautiful day, I let the sun in. I can feel the heat around me, everything is humming. Then I notice you can never stop your mouth from running. So I figured I should slow it down and tell you something. Look, I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. It won't be that type of show. I ain't backing down. Oh no, I ain't backing down. Come and find me, we can throw. Cause I ain't backing down.
Yeah, that shit fire. Facts, George. Facts, you know. You know, the SGR crew knows fire when they fucking hear fire. You know. And listening to these artists that we've been checking out over the last few weeks has been nothing short of fire. Shout out to H2 Owens over there at WVCC Radio in Miami, man. Holding it down. He's scheduling all these great interviews for us, and great people. Mr. Belief was one of them. Shout out to Mr. Belief. If you haven't get a chance to check out that interview, go check that out. Also, check out his music. All the links are in the description of the video to find his music and internet and social medias and all that good stuff. Yeah, man. I was dying, but it was fire. Well, we know why you was dying. You was taking them wax. Oh, my homeboy got some wax today, bro. We ain't got a wax in a minute. No, Heather, it hasn't started yet. We're waiting on Rec to get here. He's coming back from a show, and we started a little bit late. So, good to see you, by the way. Big salute. Come here, give me that hug. Come on. That's the good stuff. I like that. Oh, sweet. Damned typos. Purple Punch dies with the name. Well, I punch you right in the chest, right? I punch you square in the chest, my guy. Hell to the yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's that Walmart special right there. It got a sweet ass Tupac on them doing the prayer hands, and then it says, what does it say? What does it say? Trust nobody. Wise words right there. I trust a lot of people. I trust y'all. I trust y'all. If y'all come over to my house and be like, I ain't got nowhere to stay, I let you stay in my extra room, at least for a night, unless you fart or your feet stink. I'm just playing. That's stupid. That's stupid. Sack stripping. Y'all about to see some nipple over here. What? I don't even know if YouTube can even handle sack nipple, bro. That sounds gross. A sack nipple? Ugh. Dude. I'm telling you, Kate. I'm telling you. Sack nipple on a YouTube. I could do a dedicated live stream to sack nipple. You guys want that one day? It'll be like 7.5. Yo, Rec. Yeah, it'll be that Zoom link I sent you. If you need me to send it again, I can, bro. Yeah, he just hit me up. He said, just got in the Google Meet room. Oh, wait, it's a Zoom. So he'll be here in just a moment. Yeah, Wrekonize, man. I've been anticipating this interview, to be honest with you. Hey, Big Sack. Remember that shit? Facts. They put a stop to that shit real quick. They're like, I can't be talking about no Big Sack. That's gross. Then like people just started calling me hip hop. They're just like, especially like Mrs. Traumatos. She just be like, hey hip hop. She won't even say Sack. She's like, I am a married woman. I'm like, but it's no K. It's Sack no K. It's all right. She's like, nah, you're hip hop. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll take that. Big Sack. It's like a foghorn coming through. Big Sack. Hey, facts, Gary, facts. This will be the second Strange Music signed artist that we've been able to interview so far. So shout out to Strange for, you know, supporting and paving ways for these motherfuckers, man. Look it. Rec just got here, man. Holy shit. The man of the hour.
Yo.
Yo, Wrekonize. How are you doing, brother? Big salute, man.
Likewise, my brother. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing well. I got some THC in my levels, and we're doing really nice.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
Yes, sir. We were just perusing some of your work. I just checked out. I didn't even know you had a song with Locksmith. We just got into that. Sins of the Father.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
Was that you on the hook, though? Doing the
Yeah,
melodies?
that was me. Yeah, that was me on the hook. And then he sent it to me and he was just like, do you want to just do the hook? And I was like, I could do a verse too if you want. And he was like, cool, let's get it. I was like, yeah, all right, cool, let's go.
That's what's up, man. Lock is a fucking vet out here on the West, man. We love seeing great talent team up with great talent. You were at an event just a moment ago, man. I'm sorry to have to pull you away from that, my guy.
Nah, it's all good. It's a event called Fuel Fest. It's Paul Walker's brother and Tyrese do it. It's like a Fast and Furious, like affiliated car show type of thing. And I got a homie out of Salt Lake City named Ocelot. He's an MC, but he also like works in the scene as well. We did a Tech Nine tour together, and it's the second year in a row that they come out here. So he always invites me out, and my kids are super into cars and shit. So we rolled up there, but it was way more cracking this year than it was last year. So it took us like triple the amount of time to get into the place. And then just like it was so much more crowded. So everything took longer than I expected. So I honestly expected to be home already, but I was looking at the time and how long it took us to get in there. I was like, ooh, I'm going to be cutting it kind of close because it's like an hour 20 from where I live.
All right. Well, I'm glad you guys made it home safely. And
Appreciate
I hope you
that.
guys had a great time, man. It sounds like it was very fun.
Yeah, it was a vibe, man. They got a bunch of dope cars out there and a couple of performances, some good food. The weather out here was beautiful today for it. So it was, yeah, I can't complain.
Hey, the Cali weather was nice too, man. I think we got to about 67, 68 out here.
Nice.
Got my fucking slides on and some shorts, man. I couldn't be happier, dude, to tell you the truth.
I feel that. Yeah, yeah. We was about 70. Normally y'all got it. Y'all got us on that cool crisp weather, but
Yeah.
we're lucky right now. It was like low 70s, 71, 72 and sunny. It was perfect.
That's what's up, man. So,
vibe.
Rek, man, again, thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you coming through and getting to know you, man. The SJR crew is absolutely ecstatic about you being here.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely, man. We've been big fans for a long time, and take us through some of your upcomings through music, teaming up with Burns and a little bit of all that.
Man, yeah, I've been in the game now for like 20 something years. It's been a minute. I started real young, I started in the Miami like battle circuit basically. Like I lived about 20, 30 minutes north of Miami in Broward County in a city called Hollywood, and nobody really rapped back then. So for me it was like, I started seeing flyers about like b-boy jams, and I was like, oh, let me go down there and see if I can network and try to plug myself into the scene since there isn't one where I live. So I started traveling down when I was about like 17, like just after getting my driver's license, 16, 17, started going down to these jams. And when I got into these jams, I started to realize like all these cats knew each other. They all went to school together in Miami, and I was like the odd man out. And that's how I got into battle rap that way, because the only way to really get people's attention back then was these MC battles. So the first time I went to a jam, I was like, oh, okay, like, and everybody was kind of being like separated and wasn't really fucking with anybody. But then as soon as the battle started, it was like, oh, everybody locked in, and whoever could like prove themselves on the stage and on the mic got, commanded respect. And I was like, oh, I guess I gotta go that route. And that's kind of how I got plugged into the Miami scene. I got up there and started doing my thing, and I enjoyed it. I'm a very passive, non-confrontational dude, so it was like a cool outlet for me to get that like angst and energy out.
Yeah.
So I started getting into it, and then I kind of started learning about the Miami scene that way, and that's kind of how I got led to meeting all the Miami MCs at the time. Jin, Serum, Parable, the crew called Soul What had a bunch of cats that were killing shit. There was Pro Fresh crew, which is like H2O, Rudy Goblin, who I ended up starting a group with later on. And then that also led me to becoming fans of Burns and Plex, because before they started Mayday, they were both in separate other groups in Miami.
Okay.
They were doing their thing. They were pressing vinyls. Like, they were doing everything I wanted to do,
Yeah.
So I was looking at them like I was fans. I was like a fan of their work before I ever met them or became friends of theirs. And I just started traveling down to the jams. And yeah, like I was literally in the crowd. Burns had a group called Evolver, and it was him and another cat, Uday. And then Plex was a producer for a group called Algorithm. And so, but they were working together already. They were homies, longtime homies. So the first time I met Plex, he was literally standing in the crowd watching Burns performing at this Evolver show. And I was just standing next to him and being like, damn, I know that dude. He did this remix that I really fuck with, and like worked up the courage to be like, yo, man, I really fuck with your shit. You're dope.
Yeah.
And then they just kind of got to know me from like popping up in the scene and doing what I did. So
Yo, there's that cat again. There's that cat again.
Yeah. I was relentless. I was down there every jam I could be in. I was plugging myself into situations, started doing like solo sets whenever I could get my hands on something. And I got so cool with them through the scene like that around the time that I did the MTV MC battle in 2003, Plex and Burn were already living in New York when I went up there to do the battle. So I was kicking it with them and starting to like talk about doing some music with them. And
I'm sorry, is that about the time you were doing the MTV battle thing?
Yeah, 2003. Okay. Yeah, it was like the fall of 2003, almost like the end of the year. And so yeah, I was already, when I got to that point and I got into that battle shit on MTV, I was really cool with them already, and that was kind of like the start of our real like friendship for real.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I love hearing stuff like this, man, because sure you get it in the records, you know what I'm saying? We get the stories in the records and stuff like that, but there's always these little behind the scenes things that probably never make it to the records. What are some of the triumphs of your younger career? Some of the high points, and maybe some of the things that you had to battle to get over and get through to where to where you needed to be.
I mean, some of the like, I guess, trials and tribulations that coming up in the time that I came up in was that, like my family is a little bit kind of spread out. My mother's family is British. So, my mom's
That's why you was talking about the crumpets and shit. And that
yeah. I was born in London. And
Okay.
My mom moved me over to the States when I was like 5 or 6. That's why I don't have an accent.
Okay.
I went to school in Miami, and I've been in Miami ever since. So like I'm basically a Miami kid, but my family roots and my mother's household that I was raised in is British. Like based upon British principles. You know what I mean? So it's like my ethics and stuff is British, but my pops is from South Africa. So like his family is like a Dutch.
That's why you
African,
also said Cape Town.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
my pops-
I
my
put it
pops
all
from Cape
together,
Town.
man. My guy. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
But I was raised in my mom's household, and my pops, after my parents separated when I was real young, he moved away, and I would see him maybe once, twice a year. So like culturally, I identified with what my mom was raising me as. So like when I would go to battles, people just thought like white boy when I walked in. They didn't know shit about my heritage or what my family was about. So, back then, if you rapped and you was white, and it was an Eminem comparison right off the rip, even if you sounded nothing like Eminem.
Right.
There was a lot of that. So it was like, getting past some of that shit was rough. And then I think also for me personally, like, I'm at that age. I don't know if everybody feels this way, but I know a lot of us do. In your early 20s, when you just feel like you know everything and nobody could tell you shit.
Right.
Like, I had that for sure, and I didn't really realize that I hadn't fully found myself as an artist, and I wasn't really like doing what I really wanted to do yet. I was still kind of feeling it out, and it was weird because the MTV shit put me in a position to make moves earlier and faster than I was expecting, and I wasn't really quite there yet, which is why in retrospect now, a lot of people over the years would ask me like, oh, are you bitter or upset that the Rockefeller contract didn't really pan out from the battle that you were supposed to win? And I was like, to be honest with you, nah, not really, because I didn't really feel like I was making the music I was supposed to be making at that time. I was still trying to figure the shit out. I wasn't really ready for the main stage, in my opinion. So it worked out cool because, even though I got that opportunity early, it didn't turn into anything big or major at that point. And then I went back to Miami and started like sharpening my swords or whatever, and got cool with Burn and Plex, and then eventually led to me joining Mayday, and like I really diversified my sound from all that experience and working with them cats. So it was like it kind of worked out good in the end. You know what I mean? It was like no regrets in a situation like that, where I just feel like I'm not really upset about none of that. But back then it was a struggle, like just trying to figure out who you are, in your early 20s, what exactly you want to do, what exactly you're about, like that was it. For me, it was really that general struggle. And I think like on the dub side, on the victory side, it was that battle was definitely something that a double-edged sword, because it did kind of put me in a weird position where I had to do things quick, or I had opportunities that I wasn't maybe ready for. But at the same time, like the notoriety it gave me from being on that primetime MTV show on a Saturday afternoon, so many people fucking seen it at that time, that it opened up a lot of doors for me at that time, so that one was a victory. I was able to get into studios and shop beats and sit around with like some producers and artists that I had like looked up to for the past 5-10 years, since I first started listening to hip-hop for real.
That's fire, dude. And the cool thing is, like, you seem to be, I don't know you, this is the first time we've ever spoke, but through your music you could tell you have a sense of like humbleness in you. Like, you don't, sure, there's always track, a freestyle that you might pop off, and talk a little bit of shit. That's fine. That's hip hop, right? But for the most part, you are a very like intellectual, humble dude that you talk about a lot of like struggling, the struggle, the come up, the life type shit like that. how do you stay so focused in, you know, a world that's crazy as shit? You know, hip hop, once you start making it, you know, you're shaking hands with Tech Nine. That's a motherfucking legend. You know what I'm saying? You got signed with him, did worldwide tours and shit. How did you find within yourself to just keep that humbleness in you?
You know, both my parents are definitely like, I got raised to be like a people person, and also just to be like observant and respectful of like the laws and physics of everything that works around us. So like I got a good upbringing. And what was cool about my parents separating and going to different places is I was able to get one style of parenting from my mom most of the time, and then I would go over to my pops first moved to New York, which of course as a kid, you know, 5 years from like 7 to like 13 or something like that. Yeah, 12, 13. I was able to go experience like the big city of New York, get lessons from my pops, who's also a songwriter. And then he moved to Oakland from there. So then the next from 13 to 18, I got experience of the West Coast as a teen. So to me, my upbringing was cool. Like a lot of kids get fucked up by divorce, but I thought divorce was the shit. I was like,
I get 2 Christmases, shit.
Yeah, this is amazing. Like I just like my pops, since he was traveling, and the people that he was, because he was into music, but he was also a tennis teacher. He like taught, that was his day job. He was a tennis pro. So I got to like meet a lot of really interesting characters, and he was always into like the arts and music and people that was around him. Like, I got to meet a lot of cool people. So like even from my youngest years, just getting to meet all those kind of people and see all these different types of characters and shit made me like, I enjoy just like the art of just dealing with other human beings most of the time anyway. So I always try to keep a level head like that. And then I've been able to interact with a lot of artists over the years that are dope role models in terms of that kind of shit, staying humble, not getting your ego like, inflated, and being cool with people on a human level. So Tech Nine is a perfect example. We signed with him, and not only is that guy at the pinnacle of like how dope an MC you could be, or how dope a performer you could be, or a songwriter, he's also just one of the most like down to earth, genuine dudes that I've ever had the exchange with in music or as a friend. So seeing him when we signed to Strange, doing what he did on a regular basis, making it look effortless, and then also just being fucking down to earth, genuine, cool as shit with everybody, cool with his fans, cool with his collaborators, gave us a ton of generous looks over the years. There were so many times in the 10, 11 years that we were on Strange Music where he got opportunities that he could eastly just be like, nah, that's my shit, I earned that shit, Right. But he was like, nah, it's cool, like I'm gonna do my first national TV appearance, Mayday, come with me, like come, like let's do Fragile, let's do So Dope, like
that Fragile record's so good, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
I put that shit on repeat, dog.
We were gonna keep that we made it as a Mayday record in the beginning, and we were going up to Kansas City to work on some stuff, and we got a session with Tech to just shop him some beats and play him some of the shit we were working on. And Burn was like, yo, let's play this to Tech, because I feel like he would kill this. And I was like, damn, you think? I don't know, like it's so good, like I really like it. I feel like it feels like such like a Mayday record, And he was like, nah, let's play it to him and just see. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm down for whatever, I guess. But I was a little bit like, oh, it's my precious, man. Like we always try to keep it in Mayday where we're like, we don't try to be too precious with the music, because in our minds we gotta always think you could just make more dope shit. So let's not trip over a beat that might be taken or giving a placement of ours to somebody else or something. So, but that was one of those ones where I was a little bit guarded with it. But when we went to the studio with Tech and played it to him for the first time, he was like, this is like for me, I could take this one. Are you sure? Like, and he was like, yeah, whatever you want, let's go, And yeah, it was a journey. That song, it came out on his album, Something Else. And then they didn't actually start like a campaign on it as a single until like 7 or 8 months after the album dropped. So imagine the album dropped. We thought it was the dopest shit ever. Kendrick was, at his like early peak, like of before he launched off the planet. And so it was like he was bubbling, and it was just perfect timing for him to be on the record. We shot the video in Kansas City with him, and it was just, everything was kind of falling into place. And then we were like, okay, it's cool, it's doing cool. But then when 7 or 8 months later, they like started to really put some love into the song, and then it started to pick up at radio. It was wild after that. It was fucking insane.
Bad. So what type of feelings are you getting from a child you know, we're talking to Lil Wreck right now. We're talking to little 10-year-old Wreck, right?
Damn.
You're talking to 10-year-old Wreck, and you're like, hey, you know, keep doing what you're doing, my guy. It's gonna pay off. What was that feeling right when you said music is the career choice? You know, this is the path we're going down. We're being successful. How was that feeling, being able to say to yourself, I fucking did it?
I don't know if I've said that to myself yet. No, that's not true. Actually, you know, the one way that I have said that to myself is, I was working a day job when we signed to Strange Music, and it was a really cool job. It was at an adult entertainment company, and I had it was the company that had the first record label that I signed to, but they also had this, you know, they had a lot of bread, and they had a adult entertainment company, internet porn business, and I just started working there while I was working on my record, and it was a fun job. It was cool. I never worked in like on set or any of that shit. People ask me all the time, like, you was in the movies? I was like, no, I wasn't in the movies.
Just my dick. No.
Yeah. Nah. I didn't do any cam work or nothing like that. I never even went to set for real. But I did like I worked in the customer service department, taking phone calls for billing, boring shit, you know. But and then I worked like 6 or 7 jobs there while I was on the label. And basically where I'm going with it is when we got signed to Strange, I kept my job. And because I didn't want to be that guy who's like, I got a record deal, fuck you, I'm out. Like,
right.
I was level-headed. I liked the job, the bread was cool. I was like, you know what, like, I told my boss at the time, like, yo, we about to go on this tour, All 6 and 7's tour, Tech 9, we just got signed, it's fucking super dope, yada yada. And he was like, how long you gonna be gone? We'd be like, about a month and a half, you know, just a little under 2 months. He was like, cool, all right, well, I'll hold the spot for you, you can come back to work when you get back. All right, gang, money, let's do it. So we did it, went on a tour, came back off that first tour, and I went back to work. And then when I think maybe a little less than a year later, we had the opportunity to go on the Hostile Takeover tour, which was the MGK tour that Tech 9 did with MGK, Prozac, Stevie Stone, us, Chris Calico, Cut Calhoun, I believe, was on that one too. And that tour, they were like, this is going to be the Guinness World Book record breaking longest consecutive hip hop tour. 94 shows. And when I told my boss that shit, he was like, yeah, I can't let you go for that long. You know what I mean? Like, I might have to, you know, and I was like, cool, well, peace, you know, like, cool. So that I quit my job. That was my last, like, full-time job that I had. That was 12 years ago, 12 years ago. So I was 12 years ago, and I've been full-time musician ever since. And there's been multiple times, because I was working a job since I was 15 years old, up until that point in 2012, or 2011. And when I switched over to full-time music, it was scary for me. You know what I mean? It was like I've had a paycheck come in every like whatever so amount of time I could consistently rely upon, and the thought of like pushing off from that was real scary for me. And to be able to like multiple times look back over the past like 11, 12 years and go like, damn, it's crazy. Like I'm still full-time music. It has been dope. Those have been the moments when I've been like, wow, like it's crazy. Like we're not blown up in some mansion somewhere, but at the same time, like I feed my family, keep the lights on, and I'm able to like get by off of music. And at the end of the day, it's never really been about like how successful it could be for me. It's just about like that feeling that you get when you make music. It like gets me out of this day. Making a record just has the same amount of spark for me than it did when I was 15, you know? So like for me, it's that, you know, like even now, like post COVID, it got a little rocky for everybody, obviously. So we were kind of fighting up that, and we've been, since we got off Strange Music and, you know, kind of graduated to our own independent situation, which was 2022. We've been like putting a lot of effort and a lot of work and all our bread into launching our own situation, which is cool, but also scary, and has been probably the biggest test since I went full-time music. This is like these couple years here that we're in the middle of right now is like, ooh, this is one of those, like, they were on the ropes and then, you know, they either blew up or they went and did some other shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's
where they're at now, you know, type shit. But hey, the thing is, it's like, I think you guys, all of you in your crew have a good, you have a good direction. You know what I'm saying? I think you guys help each other out, you know, encourage each other. Cause I was going through, man, cause I was like, oh shit, y'all got Cameo. I was like, let me see. And I seen like 5 and I was like, it's only $5? I was like, there's no fucking way. And then I seen, no, it ain't $5.
Yeah,
But I was
yeah.
watching some of you guys' interactions and shit, and it seems like you guys have known each other forever. You're really good friends, and I imagine the support group between you guys is untouchable.
Yeah, it's even it used to be a bigger amount of people. Mayday used to be a 6-man group at its max.
Yeah.
And time like whittled down like members over the years. They went and did other things, or those first couple of years that we were on Strange were really grueling, but we hadn't really acquired the fan base yet to like do tours on our own, and money was coming in kind of slow. So it was like a mind fuck because we were going on these big ass tours with Tech Nine, playing these huge sold out rooms.
Yeah.
But then when you go home and you try to book your own tour, everyone's like, yeah, no, you're not there yet.
They're all,
like,
who
what?
are you? And you're like, dude,
Yeah,
come on.
And it was tough, especially for some of the members that had kids already. I didn't have kids then. Burn didn't have kids. Noms doesn't have kids. So like we kind of was all right. Whereas like Plex and Gianni, they had kids, and they were like, yo, I have to pivot into something else for a little minute, step away. Yeah. So but even when we were 6, everybody's always been real good about being on the same page. To the for example, when I joined Mayday, I had been doing solo stuff on my own, and I told them, look, man, like I'm down to get in the group. I fucks with y'all. I definitely like love what you guys do. But just so you know, like I'm always gonna kind of want to be doing some shit on my own too. It's just something that like it's a muscle that I need to work out. Yeah. That I always want to be putting out a solo project here or there, and they always been really cool with that. And I think it was good for me to express that to them in the beginning, and then it was also good on them that they was like, cool, man, do what you got to do, and as long as we can schedule it and make it all make sense, then cool, let's go. And we've always tried to have that understanding with each other.
And that's the vibe, right? Don't be too controlling, right? Like if we get all of our shit done, you do whatever you need to do, because Burns is also a solo artist, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So he completely understands that itch that needs to be scratched. Like he's like, no, I get you, bro. I got some shit over here I'm working on too.
Yeah. And to me, like none extra shit that you can do when you're in a group, none of that shit can, as long as it's not taken away from what you're doing in the group, it can only be helpful. You know what I mean? Especially now in the age that we're in. Back in the day when we was dropping songs, or records rather, albums that had to go into like shelf space in Best Buy or whatever, you had to be real meticulous with like how much stuff a camp put out, or you didn't want to like step on your own foot. Now like the pipeline is so wide open. You could put a song out today, I could put a Mayday song out tonight, and then put like a Wrekonize song out Wednesday, and then put a Burn song out the following weekend, and it ain't nobody really batting an eye at that now, because it's
they're
just
all doing good.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like it's easy. People just stream the shit. They press a button. It's not that hard. It's not like we're trying to get them to buy 3 CDs at Best Buy in a week and a half span. Like that was how you used to have to look at it. Yeah. Now we don't have to look at it like that, so it's easier to do that. But yeah, we've always been real cool about just being understanding. I think that's how we've been able to stay together as a group so long, is just being considerate of one another, and just understanding what like it's like a brotherhood, man. You have to really it's not easy, especially like touring together, being crammed on a bus or crammed in a van.
You didn't wash your feet, bro. Come on.
Yeah, like you really don't know somebody until you're on tour with them for real. You know what I mean? It's like sharing a room or sharing a couple bunks on a bus. So it's like, we've been able to go through some shit over this past decade, but we're still here, and now it's down to the 3 of us. It's me, Burns, Anonymous. And what's cool is this Mayday record that we have coming up soon. What was it, last year? I think it was last year or the year before. It was the 10th anniversary of our first Strange Music album, which was called Take Me to Your Leader. And so what I did was I wanted to surprise like Burns, who started the group with Plex, who's one of the first people to like step away from the group. And I told Plex, hey man, like he lives in Chicago. And I was like, yo, man, like I want to get everybody together, just for like a little like reunion kind of sorts to celebrate the 10th anniversary. So I was like, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe go Top Golf or something, like just something chill and casual, whatever. So I got all the group together, all 6 of us and our original management team and everybody. And we just went out like Top Golfs for the night, kicked it, like drank and ate and just caught up. And Plex ended up staying in town for like a week and a half. Something like 7-10 days or something. And he just came to the studio and started fucking with us and just started making beats and shit. So we stacked up a whole bunch of music with Plex. And Noms was kind of working on him after the fact. And ever since then, he's just been molding him with us into like what's going to be the next Mayday record, which it's cool because it's our first full record since we went independent from Strange. And it's going to be like a throwback to like the original like starting members of Mayday, because we got everybody who was involved at one point re-involved in the album.
That's fire.
Yeah, I'm really
fine.
excited.
And congratulations as well, man.
Appreciate that.
All flowers should go to you guys. You're very. Let me tell you, when you listen to, like, I listen to a lot of underground hip hop. That's what we do over here. We help a lot of starting artists out, unmixed versions of vocals, and breathing patterns aren't right, and maybe your syllable count ain't perfect, but being able to see an artist grow over years, you know what I'm saying, and to where you're at now, it's a beautiful thing. It really is, because the world, and I'm talking about the radio, needs to put more artists like you guys on, so we can't, like, I don't want to come off as a hater, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Club music's club music, and it probably shouldn't be on the radio all the time, you know what I'm saying? Especially for children, to listen to. And
Yeah.
it breaks my heart, like when I saw, and I keep bringing this up, but Mary J. Blige was on a Super Bowl a couple years ago, and she came out basically a thong, and I'm like, dude, you're a princess. Why you do that to yourself? Like, who fucking told you to stuff your ass? You're supposed to be in a beautiful dress. You know what I'm saying? Sing your ass off. That's what we loved about you, Mary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was never that person, and now she is, and it's kind of sad that you had to put a 60-year-old woman in a fucking thong. Like, you're not selling anything at a motherfucking football game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But we do need to change the culture. We'll put the club stuff where the club stuff needs to go, but the stuff that makes you contemplate life, you know what I'm saying, and get a creative thought process going in your head, we need that shit forefront.
Yeah, I think like it kind of comes and goes in cycles, and the mainstream part of it's always gonna have that like Hollywood like glitz and glamour kind of thing, and it's gonna be kind of shallow in a surface level, because a lot of times once you get the masses listening to something, like a lot of people aren't like real music heads like that, or aren't like really specifically about some sort of conscious something movement. So they're happy to have it be bubblegum and it's whatever. They're happy to have something they could just sing in the elevator or whatever. The sex part of it is like, yeah, I'm kind of like, it's like a toss up for me, like I'm being raised in a British household. We're real lenient and loose about that kind of shit. Like there's definitely not as much like conservatism in terms of like, I know sex sells and it is what it is, but I feel you, like as we get older, especially hip hop now being so young, now getting into the stage where it's just turned 50, you're gonna see, we're seeing for the first time now artists that are of a certain age that are doing things that might be kind of like, I wonder if they should be doing that right now. You know what I mean? Like it's weird, you know what I mean? Like we've seen artists get old in the rock side before and do things that are like, okay, interesting. You know what I mean? We know how it feels. But this hip hop shit is like, it's a little different. So it's kind of, it's hard for us. We're all in like uncharted territory. But what I do think is people that are fans of music in general, when they're young, like all of us were young at one point or another. And when we are young, we like a certain kind of style. And then I realize, like, at least for me, I look back on some of the shit I used to listen to when I was a teenager and I'm like, okay, it's all right. Like it's, I'm not looking for that now. Now I'm on like, I'm 40-year-old, you know what I mean? I don't need 40-year-old energy. I need, I can still appreciate the shit I liked when I was 20, but I'm on a different vibe now, and like, I think that evolution has to come for everybody at some point or another. And the thing that I think has kept us like true to ourselves in Mayday world is that we like, I would say 98.2% of the time that we've ever made a record for Mayday, it's always been like, yo, for us, it's we're doing what we feel. We're not like, yo, how do we get this record on this fucking radio station, or you know what I mean? Like, it was never like motivated by how could we get it to be in front of more people or crafted for a particular reason, other than like we just felt that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for us, we've always tried to keep it like that, which I think has helped keep Mayday like true to ourselves in a way. So and I do the same for my solo music, I would say. So it's like, we just go out there and like try to make the music that we want to hear and that moves us, and then everything else that can come from that, if it turns into a Fragile and gets a fucking gold plaque, or on the radio, or we perform it on Jimmy Kimmel or whatever, it's like, wow, bonus. Like I never thought in my career I'd have a plaque for any song, because I just never thought I would make music that would get to that point.
And see, so that's the humbleness in you too, man, because you're like, I'm making art for myself, like if y'all fuck with it, that's a plus type shit.
Absolutely, it's a bonus.
Hey, that's
it's
what's
a bonus,
up. That's what's up.
So I try to keep on that, and try to not, especially now when things are can be a little rocky, especially in our industry, try to not focus too much on like where I'm at in my career, or compare myself to other artists, or look at other numbers on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, and just keep remembering, like, I just enjoy getting up every day and making music, and I like the business of music too. I like promoting it. I like trying to figure out how to get it to people. Like I'm like a student of the game, and I still really enjoy it. So until the day I don't, I'm gonna be around doing my thing.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Real quick, I'm a broke bitch and I don't pay for Zoom. So if you got a little bit more time, this Zoom meeting is going to end in about 8 minutes. When it does, you click on the same link, it'll put you right back in the Zoom meeting.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, they want $15 a month, and I just can't.
I feel you.
If it was $5 a month, no problem. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I literally have cut so many subscriptions in my life, like over this past year, just because things are fucking out of control, man. Shit is fucking insane right now.
Yes, sir.
It's just like everything is crazy expensive, and I don't know when the balance is coming, but we definitely, like, I don't know if it was those couple of years before COVID and right after COVID, literally things have just been like exponentially increasing in price, and it doesn't seem like the pay for everybody is on that same scale, so it's things are fucked up still. So I feel you. I'm right there with you.
The only good thing is the weed has basically been the same price, so I'll be like, okay, I literally went and recycled my bottles today, so I can get some weed. I was like, I'm gonna get some weed today. Fuck that. We're gonna go recycle some shit. But the truck is paid for, and the house is paid for, so
there we go. There we go. I'm definitely happy to see. I'm not like a heavy smoker these days, but like a lot of my crew is, and I'm just happy to see it going the way. My pop's been a weed smoker my whole entire life, and I'm just happy to see it going the way it's going in terms of like, you know, not having to worry about like getting roped up or hemmed up because you smoke or carry some trees on you, and just like getting to where it needs to fucking be after all these years. Because I've just watched all my friends who are real, like true smokers for real, just be harassed and have to be worrying all the time about some dumb shit. And I'm just like, I'm happy that hopefully my kids, who are now like 6 years old, will be adults in a world where they'll be like, weed was illegal, and I'm like, yep, shit was crazy. Like it was fucking wild. You don't know now. You could buy it at 7-Eleven, but back in the day. Fucked up. We were scared. You know, we was hiding this shit. You know, so
that's a fact.
I think that's where it needs to be.
Yeah, I agree. You know, if you can come home after work and enjoy a beer, why couldn't you come home after work and enjoy a joint?
Straight up.
You know, you're going to be less. You're going to be less active to cause domestic disturbances. Go out and drive. You know, what are you going to do? Jump in the refrigerator? You know what I'm saying? Be like, what you got in there? You know, that's about it. But yeah, man.
Now, alcohol is way more. I'm a drinker myself, but I will agree that alcohol is way more dangerous than weed is. You know what I mean? Like alcohol is responsible for way more havoc than I think weed has ever even come close to be. So I feel I fuck with it. I used to smoke quite like so in social situations and on tour. If I'm on the road and you catch me on a night feeling myself, I'll jump in a cypher, or I might hit a joint from stage or whatever. Like I'm not totally against it or not off of it completely, but I've always been like more a social smoker and not like a, you know, like I never been a pro smoker, so to speak. So but I do prefer to drink still to this day. But yeah, I'm with you though. Like
what's
I
the
honestly
preferred
never
drink?
It used to be whiskey for me. Like we were big Jack Daniels fans in the early days of Mayday, but then the whiskey started to get me kind of like in a mood I didn't really like. You know, I'm not an aggressive person, passive aggressive at times, but
he sneak dissing motherfuckers in their face.
No, I'm the guy who like keeps his mouth shut too long, and then when I finally open my mouth, I like go too hard because I've been keeping my mouth shut for so long. Like, so I try to. That's something I always had to work on myself. But the whiskey started getting me like too much over the line, and I didn't like how it was making me feel. So I'll still dabble in whiskey here and there, but I switched to tequila. And tequila, I know a lot of people have bad experiences with tequila because my theory is that a lot of people hit tequila really hard when they're younger, and then they overdo it when they're younger, and then they have a bad memory for life, and they're like, no, everybody has that one alcohol they went too hard on in their early, late teens, early 20s or whatever, and they're like, oh, never touch that shit again. Whereas like tequila for me, I never really got into it when I was younger. I was more like a rum drinker, like fucking St. Ides and quarts and shit. We weren't really fucking with tequila that heavy where I was growing up. So by the time I got to tequila, I was already a seasoned like professional drinker at this point, and I always respected tequila to a degree, and I just like
respect it. That's a fact.
yeah, you gotta respect it, and I just liked it. Just felt like a cleaner buzz. Never really. It made me feel like more like I wanted to party than I wanted to fight. So then I kind of never looked back. It's always been kind of tequila for me. I got into mezcal for a little bit, and then I eased back on mezcal. Now I'm just back on some, tequila on the rocks, maybe a little splash of pineapple.
That Don Julio.
Don Julio, I fuck with. Yeah, actually. The Clase de Azul is good too. That shit's baller, and I fuck with that. But if you just catch me on a regular day, like to me, Terramana, the rocks tequila is like the best bang for the buck, like price wise versus like how smooth it is. To me, Terramana can't be beat.
There you go. If you see my dude Rek, after a set, buy him a shot of that Terramana. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes,
Terramana
sir.
for the
Show
gang.
your appreciation to the man who fucking fills your life with joy. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Hell yeah, man. So, Rek, man, I know you've had a pretty much a storied career. You know what I'm saying? You're being able to raise a family, have your own home, eat. All the important shit is taken care of. Where do you see the next level of progression for you?
Oh man, I wanna build up the catalog that I wanna equal the amount of catalog that we put out when we were on Strange Music, but have it be that I own that catalog. So we did countless albums over 11, 12-year period on Strange, both Mayday and I had solo records, and I would like to at least match what we did on Strange and build up at least the same amount of catalog that I have the rights to, that I could license whenever and to whoever I want, and that I could pass down to my kids when it's time for me to check out. So that's kind of the goal for me. And then I'm still chasing like getting to that next level. You know what I mean? I don't I don't know exactly what that means. I'm still trying to figure that out. But I just know I know what my maxes are in terms of numbers and how many streams I've been able to get and how many people I can put into a place when I do a show. And I'm always just kind of studying those numbers and looking to like outdo those numbers every year. So it's been a little bit tricky getting off the label and then having to start again and rebuild in certain aspects. Yeah. But that's the goal for me. The goal is to like increase those numbers, and I just want to keep putting out good music and expand the catalog. That 10 years from now, I want to be looked back and be like, look at this fucking expansive catalog. Half of it is Strange Music catalog, and the other half is catalog that I've owned and financed myself and own all the rights to. So that's kind of the goal I'm shooting for now.
Yeah, because when that Kia commercial, pops off and they need that wreck, you know what I'm saying?
Let's go,
sure,
Kia.
I can do it. 3 million. Let's go.
Kia Soul, let's get it.
See?
Let's
See,
go.
he got you, Kia. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, we got less than 1 minute. It's about to drop. We will be right back with Rek, and we're going to play a record as well. So let me know in the chat what some of your favorite songs are, and we're going to pull one of those up when we get back. How's that sound?
Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, it's been an amazing Saturday. You guys got to go see fucking cars, hang out with the family a little bit. What was your favorite car you saw?
Damn, that's a good question. We saw one car, that I don't even know for sure if I knew what it was. I was like, it didn't have no emblems on it, and it was like a vintage, but like a race car looking thing. It was fucking insane. Actually, my wife's actually more well versed in cars than I am, for real. Like, I fuck with cars, but I'm not like a car head. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Right in the middle of a sentence. Damn it! Thank you, Zoom. Appreciate you. I hope y'all are having a good time this Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. We are hanging out with Wrekonize from Mayday, and we're having a great conversation. I hope you guys are enjoying this. There we go. Yes, Cray. All the links are in the description to both Wrekonize's link tree and Mayday's link tree, so you can find all the socials, all the places to stream the music right there. All in one convenient place. Absolutely, Cray. Thank you for coming through, too. Big salute to you, Cray. Dude, you guys ain't put one song in the damn shit. How far back in the stream are you guys? right, so we were already playing. We played that. I like that. Ain't Banking Down. That shit is a fucking banger, dog.
Hey, let's go.
That shit is fire, bro. That Snowfall is fire too.
Appreciate that.
What do you think we should play for him?
Damn. I mean, have you seen the Coldest Dish video? That one's kind of fun. I mean, it's
Coldest
dark.
Dish.
Yeah, if you scroll, wonder if you see it in my. Should see it in the music video section. Let me see. You go back to the home page.
Oh, okay.
And then click on that. Yeah, if you click that. Oh, actually, right there. It's the fourth one over. That one's kind of. Yeah, that one's a journey.
Okay, no, I don't believe I've seen this one yet.
Yeah, this one's intense.
We got
It's actually the
Wrekonize.
last. I think it's the last video I did for Strange Music before I got off the deal.
Oh, okay. We got Wrekonize in the house, man. Y'all show some love, and make sure you hit those links in the description below. Follow the socials. Make sure you hit all the likes and all that. It's all free shit. And plus, he has a free Patreon, so you can go over there and get some free goodies. You know what I'm saying? He's always showing some love to y'all, man. So yeah, get that free shit. You know what I'm saying? It costs you nothing.
Nothing.
Yes, let's go. The Coldest Dish, Wrekonize.
Fuck you think you going? Come here. Never thought you'd see me again, huh? Sit down. We are gathered here to pay back all those shattered years, to gain back something that I fear might leave spirits in the atmosphere. Tonight's the night I'm gonna get my wish. Vengeance closed up in my fist. Hold on tight, I'ma make it quick. I'm here to serve you up the coldest dish. Good evening, Father. It's your favorite heathen. See you're breathing harder. Hope those knots ain't too tight on your feet. I bothered to be careful not to get the demons hotter. See, you took me in as just a teeter-totter. Taught me all your sacred Jesus fodder. For the record, I was never even offered any other option. I believed it all for every word that I heard from my family. I was urged to be heard if a fallacy. I just came to serve the good word and then had to be viciously returned at the urge of a Catholic priest. They wanna damage me, molest me, impress on my sanity. Everybody worships the words that you casually spill across the room while your mood is depravity. Can it be something is wrong? Nobody sees it but me. Will you please ring the fucking alarm? My custody's gone. Tears down my face while I'm singing the words of his favorite song. I'm aging along. They tell me to pray, but my faith is decaying. It's fading, it's gone. I wake up at dawn, but I still can't manage to shake off the taste of the wafer and palm. Gathered here to pay back all those shattered years, to gain back something that I fear might leave your spirit in the atmosphere. Tonight's the night I'm gonna get my wish. Vengeance closed up in my fist. Hold on tight, I'ma make it quick. I'm here to serve you up the coldest dish. Good evening, Mother. It's been a while since...
Man, tech is on us. It says heads up. Heads up. We got copyright material in your shit.
Oh yeah, that happens. That happens to me all the time on Twitch.
Yeah. So we'll just take a little break. We'll take a little break from it. Yo, this is intense, bro.
Yeah, this was a wild one, man. What's cool about this one is, like ever since I started, I've always been into storytelling. You know, I Slick Rick's one of my favorites. You know, I love a good like storytelling rap. I always thought, you know, it's such a dope ability to be able to tell a story and so fun. It's just a fun thing to try to do as a writer. And I got a lot of people hit me up when I put the Coldest Dish out, especially the video, where like they were concerned, like, you know what I mean? Even my mom, like, because the second verse is about like the dude confronting his mother, and the story is fictional. You know what I mean? Like I just wrote the story of this guy who has to confront 3 people that wronged him in his life, and how he's there for revenge. And you know, I got the beat from Mike Summers, and it just, when I heard it, I was like, this is a movie. This music is a movie. Like I want to tell a story to it. And so many people, you know, thought it was autobiographical, and my mom even hit me up to be like, yo, like people are gonna think this is about me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, no, like it's not. It's, you know what I mean? It's not. Obviously, it's not. So what I took that as is I was like, damn, that's a good compliment though, because everybody thinks I told the story so well it sounds like I'm telling them my life story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I took that as like a high compliment. I was like, oh shit, fire! Like I must have done my job. Like
Yeah, because that first verse was wild, bro. Like
yeah, it's definitely
talking about how the Catholic priest did the dude wrong, and then at the end of that verse, he's followed at the mouth like you poisoned him or something. Like,
Yep.
that's hard,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, and we had a good time shooting a video. My homie, his name is Mike Garcia, and he's like a fucking legendary Miami MC that had been like killing the game with DJ AFN and Crazy Hood back in the day. And we actually became friends early on in my like climb up in Miami. And he actually shot my first music video because he was an MC, but he just also liked to dabble in like film and shit. Okay. So he started like, he did my first ever video back in the day. And then what was cool is, he hung up the mic for a little while and he started really dabbling in music videos, and then he started to pop off. Like he's done some amazing music videos. Like he did a bunch of Busta videos. He did one of the like most famous Kodak Black videos. He's done he did an MGK video that won like a VMA. Like he's just killing the game in the video. Yeah, he's done so many amazing videos since then. And then what was cool is when it came time to do this video for Cold as Dish, I was like, bro, I need some cinematic shit. Like I need, so I hit Garcia up and I was like, man, what's it gonna take, man? I need to get you back on the case. And so we were able to work together after he had, had all that success he had in the video game. And I was able to like work with him, which was kind of like, nostalgic in a way because he did my first video. So it was cool. Like it was a good vibe. We've been good friends for years and years. So it was like just the creative process of working on that video together after we've been friends all this time, and he's done what he's done, I've done what I've done. We came back together to do another video all those years later. It was dope, man. It was a good vibe from top to bottom.
That is dope. And I'm glad you guys got longevity in the game to be able to do that reconnection, 10-year, all that cool shit that you don't really like. I could tell you don't really think about it but when the day hits and you're coming close and it's like Facebook said I put this out 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, oh shit, has it been that long already? I mean, I got kids that are almost grown up, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes by so fast and you don't think about that shit, man. That's fucking dope, man, that you're able to do that, dude.
It goes by really fast, and I think one thing that is like an underrated and overlooked like facet of being in the music game or arts in general is like you're trained to be focused on yourself at all times, and that's cool. Like, of course you want to be, but at the same time you need to give almost as equal amount of consideration to your colleagues in the game, your friends that you've made, you know what I mean? So something as simple as just staying in contact with somebody or being there when somebody needs a favor from you, these are things that I value super highly. So having relationships in the game, that are 10 plus years old is a testament to like paying attention to that fabric, you know what I mean? And being able to be like, yeah, we cool because all these years, we might not have kicked it all the time because you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing, but sometimes I just pick up the phone and check in on you, check your pulse, see what's good, and you do the same. And if, in those odd times, every other year, somebody might need a favor or whatever it is, and you're there for each other, even though life just be happening for everybody at the same speed. So, I think it's like, it's good when I think of relationships I have, like the one with Garcia, where we can link back up all those years later and do a video. I'm like, man, I was doing my job, and we're good friends after all this time, and it's a good like dynamic, a good friendship. The business is cool, the music business part is all that is good and all well, but at the end of the day, like we're good friends, and that lends itself to doing dope shit.
Yeah, and it's one thing to be able to go in the studio and cut a record with somebody and have a great experience, but it's a whole nother level to the friendship when you're sitting down at the table with somebody having food and great conversation and just really getting to know a motherfucker over the years, you know what I'm saying? That you don't do that with everybody, and to be able to do things like that with certain people, it'll definitely strengthen whatever friendship was just a maybe business friendship to motherfucker stays at my house, when he's in town, type shit.
Straight up. Good friends are hard to come by, man. You gotta value those.
That's a fact. Bear Shark Beats is in the motherfucking house. Bear Shark, how the fuck you been, man? Good to see you, dog. I was just talking to Alik, and he said he was gonna send you over some new music to mix and master. So I can't wait to see that shit. Yeah, we got Wrekonize in the motherfucking building, man. Make sure you guys hit those links in the description below. We are off warning. Shout out and shout out to Tech Nine, man. I get it, bro. Like you gotta protect your shit, right? Like
Yeah, you know how it is, man. I mean, well, the thing is, it's not even, a lot of people hit us up online and be like, "Yo, man, I want to play your shit in my Twitch stream," and I'll be like, "Hey, man, go for it." But just so you know, like, distributor has the claim set on all our music, so you're gonna get a notice. You won't get a strike, but you'll get a notice because it's automated at this point. You know what I mean? I get claims on my own shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be on my Twitch and I'll play some music, and then like right now, Universal has a dispute going on with TikTok. And our music is distributed, both our Strange music releases and because we still have a distribution deal with them. Our new shit, like our Mayday music and my solo shit that's distributed like through It Goes Up, is also falls under that umbrella of the Universal Music Group because Fontana is distributed by Universal. So all our shit, all our TikToks that had our fucking music on it are all muted right now. And it's our shit. You know what I mean? It's like I own the shit, but it's distributed through the company. So that's how the shit works. So it's like with Twitch, like I don't trip too much because Twitch now is like YouTube is a little different, but Twitch is a little bit more loose with it because they want people engaging in the music shit and they're just trying to not get too much in trouble. So you'll do like a stream on Twitch now and they'll give you all the warnings, but then after they'll be like, we're just making sure we didn't put the VOD up for you, and they'll kind of like it's easier now to get by without getting striked. But YouTube is still, Google's a little bit more restrictive with that shit.
Yeah. And it's okay because we usually go live every Friday, and play live music, to promote the artists and stuff. And every once in a while I'll run into that problem. It's not a big deal, especially if you catch it. They'll cut the stream for like 3 minutes to make sure you understand what you're doing, right? Like, we cut your stream, make sure you get that shit off the screen. And I'm like, okay, cool. But don't let that shit happen 3 times because they'll cut you off and you won't be able to get on live for like 3 months.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. This
is YouTube, right?
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But shout out to YouTube too, man. They just doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? I can't get mad at them.
Nah, I get it too. It's a pain in the ass, but I get it.
It's a bit of pain in the ass. But, the thing is like we'll walk around where we need to walk around and tread lightly and still get that music out.
Yeah, absolutely. There's ways to get it, like you said. Yeah, you just gotta kind of cat and mouse it a little bit. Absolutely. I've stopped songs like 4 or 5 times, and just to play the whole song, like fuck it, we'll just keep pausing it, wait for the warning to go away, and we'll start it up again. Fuck it. Fire. I fuck with that. That's tight.
That's what's up. Tight. Yo, y'all want to get into that second verse of this song, man? We might as well, right?
Let's do it. Come on, see if we can get it off before the warning comes back.
Yes, sir. Wrekonize Coldest Diss, verse 2.
We've seen each other. Heard
Links are in the description.
Family now. How convenient for you to leave me uncovered. See, I blame you for the past, blame you for the present, blame you for the future. Change was never present, you were never present. Christmas never presents, evidence was present, you were evanescent. You were happy to leave me alone with the cowardly powers of evil. So that makes you guilty as him, you must now be devoured as equal. I tried to tell you there was trespassing. You was clubbing with your dress flashing. Too young to be a mother, yeah it happens, but you could have been an ass. Said Catherine, something is wrong. Nobody sees it but me. Will you please ring the fucking alarm? I brought you along. You and your new family too, all tied up like a couple of hogs. Crying like dogs. I'm pouring the gasoline all over y'all like a couple of logs. I'm sorry, but she could have saved all of y'all if she would have just listened to one of my calls. We're gathered here to pay back all those shattered years, to gain back something that I fear might leave your spirit in the atmosphere. Tonight's the night I'm gonna get my wish. Vengeance closed up in my fist. Hold on tight, I'ma make it quick. I'm here to serve you up the coldest dish. The coldest dish. The coldest.
We got through one more verse.
Yeah, there we go. Shout out to my kid. That's my kid. One of my kids in the window there.
Oh shit! Right on, dude.
Yeah. I got twin sons. They're 6 years old. But when we did that video, they were probably like 3 or 4. And I was trying to get both of them to be in the window. But one of my other kid, he was a little bit spooked about. He didn't really want to do it. So we was like, it's cool. But Corbin, he got in the window. He was ready to go. He's gonna be a little star. He was like, yeah, let's go. Like film it. You know what I mean? He's a pro.
That's what's up, man. Do you see your kids taking interest in what you're doing?
Yeah. I mean, I got into music because I watched my dad, and my dad was like a singer-songwriter. Well, is a singer-songwriter to this day, and he was as I was growing up. I was watching him write music, go to studios, and literally the first time I ever like participated in the writing of a song was with my father. Me and my sister were watching him, and we were talking to him when he was living in New York, and we said like, "Pops, like, how do you?" I must have been like 7 or 8 at the time. We were like maybe 9 tops. And we were like, how do you write a song? Like, how does that work? Like what? And he was like, "Yeah, I'll show you. Let's do it right now. Let's write one."
That's
So we sat down. It was crazy. And so we sat down at the table in Manhattan, fucking sat there and wrote a song together. And when it was done, my pops booked a studio session in New York, and we went to the studio and recorded it in a proper fucking recording studio. Home studios wasn't really cracking then. So we
Right.
went to the studio and did it for real. So, even though like my pops like dissuaded me in a way once I started to get older and express like I wanted to get into music, my pops was always real hesitant to like recommend me go into it because he experienced pitfalls and he hadn't experienced great success in the business to that point. So he was like, "Look, man, this is what you're gonna get into, and it's tough. It's fucking hard." So he was a little bit like cautionary to me. He wasn't like, "Yeah, go get it, son." He was like,
Right.
"Yeah, you sure you want to do this? It's kind of rough." And that only made me want to do it more. But at the end of the day, the reason why I wanted to get into it because I saw him doing it and how much joy it brought him. I never thought about how much success I could get. I just watched him doing it. And my mom, she was a backup singer in his band when they were teenagers. And then she was in a band separately after they split up as well. So like both my parents I saw them doing the thing. And what's cool is my kids are now 6, just freshly 6. And like, I just play music around them all the time. When they were like 0 to 3, I was playing them all styles of music, classical, fucking anything I could get my hands on, and just I was exposing it to them. And people ask me like, "Oh, are you gonna like get them into music?" And I'm like, "Look, if they want to get into music, of course, I'll foster that. Right. But I'm only doing the job of exposing them to music as like on the whole spectrum, because even if they don't want to get into music, I just wholly believe that music like enhances one's life so much, whether you make it or not. I just feel like speaking the language of music, appreciating music, just like enriches the life that you can live. And I just don't. Sometimes you meet people and they be like, "Yeah, I don't really listen to music," and I'd be like, "What? Like, how the fuck like that exists? I don't know. Like, how could you not be moved by music like that? I just don't get it."
Right, because music has been a thing since people could bang on fucking rocks. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up. Yeah, it's like, I don't understand how you can't, some people are just, I'm sure everybody's moved to some degree, but some people just be like, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't really care about music like that." Or I'll just put the radio on and I don't give a fuck what comes on. And I'm like, damn, you're like, all right, well, either way, I just feel like if given the right opportunity and you speak the language, the same way, that you could teach your kid 3 languages when they're a kid. Kids are so spongy at those young ages. From 0 to 10, they can learn things so fast. So I tried to make it so that I gave them as much experience with music in these early years, and whatever they do with that from there is on them. If you want to make music, cool. No, if you want to just be a fan of music and go do some other shit, cool. Then you have the tools necessary to live a full life and live a fucking, emotional, like the full spectrum of life, because music helps you with that. So that's kind of the vibe that I've been on. But yeah, my kids show a lot of interest in music now. One of them's in piano, and they both like, they hear me bumping Mayday shit and they see me working on shit. So they got real into it these last like year or two. They were like, "Oh, what do you?" I'm like, "Oh, we're working on a new song. You want to hear the new Mayday song?" "Yeah, okay." And then "What's this one called?" And like now, like our new EP just came out, The Thinnest Line 3, and they're super into it. They're asking me questions about the artwork and they're learning the lyrics. And it's dope, man. It's like this age has been like the most fun. You know what I mean? It's been the most fun that I think I've had so far. Like the first few years of parenting, I found to be real difficult and harder than I expected it to be. But now this age that they're at, man, they're like my little homies,
once they can wipe their own ass, dude, it gets way easier.
Straight up.
You're like, you can feed yourself. You could go in the refrigerator and grab something to drink and not have to spill it all over the place. Okay, this is getting way easy.
It's definitely getting better by the day.
Like, I will cook all the dinners you need to eat, but as long as I don't need to wipe your ass, we good.
It's getting better. It's definitely getting better and better. So I'm enjoying it more and more. And like, I don't know. I'm interested to see like You know, like I said, my parents split up when I was 7, and I found that to be advantageous to my life, and I'm interested to see like what my life with my kids is going to be like past that age. To be like, oh, you know, I didn't have my pops around 24 hours a day when I was, you know, 8, 9, 10, but you're going to, you know, but that's the plan anyways. So, you know,
Right.
I want that to be like, I want to make that the best it could be for them and have them experience that, you know, so they live the best life they can live. So that's the goal anyways, you know.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Look, we got a finite amount of time on this planet,
Straight up.
you know, and if we could, you know, be with our friends and family for the most parts of the time that we can, the better. And I really hope you and your wife a long, happy marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
Absolutely. And you're right. It'll be more beneficial, I believe, to the kids, because my parents broke up when I was like 10, 11. I think 10, 9 or 10, somewhere around there. And you know, my dad lived, you know, in Tennessee. We moved to California, so it's like I go see him once a year, you know, and it's a little different because when your dad's not around, your mom's kind of controlling thing. I think you kind of stepped into this a little earlier. You kind of run amok. You know what I'm saying? Like in your younger years, in your teenage years, you like, don't tell me what the fuck to do. I know everything, motherfucker. Like, and then and me, you know, I went down some really bad roads. I was a meth head in my like early 20s and shit, you know.
Oh shit. Yeah.
But then I had my daughter and I quit everything, you know what I'm saying, except for weed. And it's been great ever since. You know, I raised my daughter. She's almost 25. You know,
Wow.
she's out there in the world, you know, being productive and making her own money and buying her own cars and buying her own house and shit. And I couldn't be more happy, you know, that I put an offspring out in the world that actually gave instead of take, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Congratulations, bro. That's so fucking fire. That's the shit.
Appreciate that.
I was telling some homies in the studio recently. I was like, having a kid yourself really like the thing I didn't really see coming, and I never heard anyone really talk about, is it made me re-examine the relationship I have with everybody in my life as like in a caretaker role, like your own parents, your grandparents. Like it makes you re-examine that because you see the difficulties of raising a kid. You fully understand now where there have been moments when you was a kid that your parents were on your fucking ass about something, and you'd be like, damn, now I could kind of see what the fuck they was on, because it's hard as fuck to raise kids. Like it's no joke. Like it's hard for me anyways. I know some people might find it easy, but for me it's been difficult. So I'm like, it just made me appreciate my parents more. And then it made me where I might have been a little bit judgmental about my parents for certain things that I didn't feel was, you know, the best it could be. It made me a little bit more compassionate for them too. You know what I mean? So, you know, nobody's perfect. We all kids out here just trying to fucking figure it out. So now that I have my kids and I'm 6 years down the line, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I really didn't expect to like have all these enhanced views of the people that raised me. And I think it's for the best, you know, at the end of the day. It's something I'm glad I did, because I don't think I would have ever reached that viewpoint without going through it myself.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I believe that once you have children of your own, your whole chemical makeup in your brain changes. Like you said, you re-examine everything, you know, and you start not taking as many risks because you have another life to take care of, you know. If that is your offspring, you know, damn any jail time if I fuck up. I'm fucking up, you know, my kid, you know what I'm saying? Like that other shit don't matter. Like I should go to jail if I fuck my kid up, you know what I'm saying? That's just real shit. But you got to make sure they're fed. You got to make sure their ass is dry, you know what I'm saying? Clean, ready to go to school, you know, hair's cut, clothes looking nice, you know what I'm saying? Even if they're from Walmart, they got to look nice, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work, but the effort that you put into it, it will pay off, dude.
Hey, I mean, you know, as an adult, I'm like, you know, just the simple like ethics of like please and thank you, like the being polite or whatever, like that shit is so drilled into my code, like that, you know, it feels wrong like when I hear people around me not saying those things. So that makes me realize like, damn, my mom really fucking embedded that shit into us. And then when I had my own kids and I'm trying to embed that shit into my kids, it is fucking hard work to get them kids to remember. Like, they'll remember if you tell them you're going to the fucking ice cream shop like a month ago, but they
Right,
won't remember that you've been telling them for the last 3 years. Oh, please and thank you, and be polite and all that shit. So
Yeah.
it made me be like, damn, I really gotta give it up. Like, I gotta give it up to my mom because she really fucking must have beat that shit into us for real. Because like, I'm like the Manchurian candidate when it comes to fucking politeness. Like, I'm like, no, if I don't say please, like my head's gonna explode. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, so it makes
Yeah.
you think about shit like that. Where you're like, damn, like I'm this way because my mom put in all that work, and it must have been fucking infuriating because kids are hard to program in that regard. So it's like, when I started trying to do it to my own kids, I was like, damn, props. I called my mom. I was like, so I want to say thank you for getting us to say thank you all the time, being polite and shit, because it couldn't have been fucking easy.
Facts. Yeah, those are the conversations you have with your parents when you get a little bit older, and you're just like, you know what? I just want to thank you for all the fucking shit I was like, fuck you about. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You know.
Straight up.
Dude,
Straight up.
shout out to the good parents out there, man, because
Yeah.
it's definitely not easy. You want to take your time, but time doesn't give you that luxury. You know what I'm saying? And
No doubt.
before you know it, kids 10, 15, damn, they're about to move out. And my daughter moved out the day before she turned 18. Like, she was like, I'm ready, Dad, I'm going. And I'm just like, fuck, okay, I'm not ready for you to leave yet, Like,
Yeah.
and then she moved 600 miles away down to L.A., first day out. And I'm just like, yo, congratulations, girl. And then she moved to Texas. Like, she's just doing her thing.
She's a real adult, man. She's a person.
Yeah, facts.
Fire.
Facts. That's amazing. Yo, shout out to all the cool ass parents out there, man. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to join your Patreon at some point because I want to watch this video, and it says, but it says I can't watch it because it's locked.
Which video? Oh, which one?
To stop giving me advice freestyle.
Oh no, there's not a video for that one though. You're cool. Yeah, that one is just because on my Patreon I do monthly freestyles. So
okay.
like those particular freestyles are exclusive just to the Patreon.
Yeah.
But they're most of the time they're just audio only. They're like sometimes I'll do a video, but most of the times when I do video for freestyles it's for public. They're on YouTube and shit.
Okay.
But yeah, that's just like the last monthly freestyle I did in January. The February one comes out on Wednesday. But
Get
yeah,
on that Patreon, y'all. Come on, man. It's real easy.
It's a cool vibe, man. It's definitely like now they added the free feature so people can join in and just be kind of in the loop, and when I choose to I can post things that's for everybody.
Yeah.
And then there's like pledge tiers that start at like $3 and go up as high as like $20-25 for like the artist tier, because we do like a artist tier as well where like I used to mentor a few MCs on the come up like some years ago, and I realized like I was kind of decent at it. It was like somebody came to me and kind of like asked if I would help them out, and it was something I didn't think I'd be good at, and then like I ended up being kind of good at it. So I offered it in the Patreon too. So basically like there's a group of artists that kick it with me on the monthly, and they'll submit music and we'll do feedback sessions, and then I do drum and sample packs for them and shit. So there's a range of stuff you can get, but there's a lot of different tiers. So check out the Patreon if you get a chance. It's a lot of fun stuff in there.
Yeah, make sure you guys tap in at least on the free level so you can get a little, vibe on what's there, and then definitely artists. You know what I'm saying? Like Zoom wants $15 a month. My dude wants 25, and he's going to help you make your career. So what's more valuable, right? I'd say 25.
Yeah, man, it's fun. It's fun. It's a good vibe. It's a good community. Like it's small. The artist tier is small right now, which is kind of cool for the people that are involved, because then it's like being in a small classroom. It's like everybody really gets a good amount of time, and we get to focus on your shit because we don't have 50 people in there. You know what I mean? So it's been cool. It's been fun, and they like the people that are in the artist tier really enjoy it. So I'm gonna keep it going for the time being.
Hey, that's what's up, man. I love hearing it because with the internet, and I know you started this thing, with no internet, no smartphones, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing took off the ground, basically emulating what your father and mother have done, the old school, recording studios that cost $300, to go an hour or whatever, how has that made your life that much easier with the internet and social media, or has it made it more difficult because you have more things to do?
Kind of another double-edged sword. It's like the technology, it's oversaturated everything so much, and it's made things a little bit more complicated in the sense that like it's so easy for anyone to make a song. So like the gate is wide open. So, there's a lot of static and a lot of noise what you have to cut through now. Whereas like back in the day, you really had to like go out of your way to record something and get it released or press up a CD. It's so easily accessible now that it's noisy. But there'll be moments when like somebody from the Netherlands will buy our fucking CD off our shop, or I'll find somebody like Shazam the song in fucking Russia, and I'll be like, damn, like this is amazing. Like it might just be one person like across the world, but like I'm able to see it so much easier than we would have back in the day, to know those people exist, and those people can easily access our music from all the way over there. So it's like, things like that make me appreciate it. I'm a technology head. I'm into all that shit. I believe you're only as old as what is the saying I always like to go? It's like you're only as old as like the information that you can intake. You know what I'm saying? So like you could be you could be in your 80s, but if you're still keeping up with the technology and keeping up with the information that's coming your way, then you can live a long life in that regard. So I try to keep up on all that shit. And I'm a student of the game, and I like to learn all the new shit. So what's the next way we're gonna promote the song? When it was MySpace, I was on MySpace. When it's I see artists sometimes like they're not on certain social networks, and I'm like, why? Like wherever there's people, I'm gonna set up a little tent there, and if you want to come fuck with me on blank and blank platform, then I'll be there. And if not, cool, I'll be on the other one. And hey, if you don't fuck with none of them, shoot me your email address. I'll email you. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm down for however I can get at you. Like I'm down to do it, whatever it is, and so yeah, I'm a student of the game. It definitely makes it noisier, but I think like for the most part, like there's just more tools accessible to us now than there ever been, and I fuck with it.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And you can see by his link tree right here, he's not capping, bro. He's on everything. And then if you're trying to find something, it's all down here at the bottom.
I'm everywhere, man. I'm trying to be anyways.
My dude's ubiquitous. Like
you know what I mean?
He ain't fucking around, bro.
Gotta be.
We got about 7.5 minutes left. I don't want to take you from your family too long. I do want to play a song that's probably not going to get us copywritten. Not that it's copywritten, but it'll hit later. But whatever.
Yeah, I got you.
But won't throw me a warning. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play. You know what I want to play? Hold on. I gotta play this Mayday, man. Where's it at? What's the one I want to play? We watched that Cold Shoulder last night. That shit was fire.
Oh, appreciate that. Yeah, that one's a vibe. Yeah, we've been on a run for Mayday, leading up to this next album. We've been doing a single every month since November, and then we just did the EP on Valentine's Day. We got a couple more months before the full drop. So yeah, it's been a fun run so far.
This video is crazy, by the way.
Appreciate that. Yeah, we've been working with the same director for all our Mayday videos for this campaign. His name's Dad Filmed It. He's a beast.
So these are going to be some of the singles that dropped off the new.
Yeah, everything except for this Thinnest Line stuff, and at least we tried that video is from the Thinnest Line project. But yeah, Cold Shoulder, Ain't For Them, Black Lemonade, No One's Around.
That's the one I want to play right now is No One's Around. That shit is such a...
Oh yeah, that was the first one.
It's such a beautiful vibe, man, because like you should move like ain't nobody around watching you, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Like that's when you're most free, right?
Absolutely.
Y'all gonna love this, man. If y'all haven't yet, hit those links in the description below. Make sure you grab both those link trees. You'll be able to find Mayday and my dude Wrekonize solo projects all in one easy place. We got Mayday, No One's Around. Let's party. Let's go. I love that shit right there.
Appreciate that, man. That shit went. We did it at the end of our last tour set, and it was a fucking vibe, man. It was it was a really fun song to do live too.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Nico, my dude Nico is in the motherfucking building. Big salute, homie. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. He says, I see two ghosts chilling on my screen. You the GOAT, my guy. You the GOAT. That's what I'm talking about. Yo, man, I hope you guys had a great time. I know I had a great time. Wrek, man, thank you so much. Really, I really do appreciate your time, your storytelling, you know, letting us get to know the man behind the music, bro. Is there anybody you want to shout out before we wrap this up?
I appreciate you having me. Yeah, shout out to the Mayday fam. Shout out to the Wrecking Crew. That's what the crew's called on Patreon. That's all my my squad. Appreciate everybody for kicking it with us. All the Strange Music family. Yeah, we got a lot more music coming out. I think we might, as a camp, be putting out more music this year than we have like ever. So yeah, tap in with us. You know, hit one of the link trees, mine or the Mayday one or both, and come fuck with us. And yeah, thanks again for having me, brother. It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely, man. And if you guys are open to it, I'd love to have you know, the rest of the crew on one day. Maybe we could do it you know, later on this year or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, in the summer we're gonna be dropping the record and then probably hitting the road. So maybe somewhere around there that'd be fire.
Sounds dope, man. Hey, brother, thanks again for your time. SGR crew, we got another one coming up tomorrow. We got a dude from the Middle East, Einon. He's coming through for a VIP. And then on Monday, we're going to do Lyrics' newest EP. So come through, hang out with us. Always a vibe. Again, Rek, man, big salute, homie. Continue motherfucking putting out that music. We're going to continue pushing it and listening, man. I love
Appreciate
you all.
you.
Absolutely.
Much love, brother.
Much love. Take care. We'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Peace. That was amazing right there. Holy shit. I love you guys.